Follow-up is what is making news across the continent.
Well, South Africa's municipal polls is scheduled and draws to a close on Wednesday. President Jacob Zuma has come forth against Democratic Alliance Party, describing it as being a white supremacist party with no interest for the black African community. Have a look.
In 3 days, South Africans will head to the polls for the municipal elections. The ruling African National Congress, ANC, and others wrapped up their campaigns on Sunday. The ANC is in disarray in several regions and is expected not to be able to champion the municipal elections like before. In his speech, the country's President Jacob Zuma criticized the main opposition party, the DA-run city, Cape Town, saying that only the wealthy are prioritized.
You must not be misled by a party that only cares for blacks on the eve of the elections. No white party can run this country, no matter how they cover up by getting a few black stooges. They, the whites, remain the bosses. They remain a white party.
According to some reports and polls, the ruling party is likely to lose major urban areas it has held since coming to power in 1994. This is as it slipped several percentages down in the major metros in the 2011 elections.
First major meeting of Etienne Tshisekedi, the historic opposition leader, who returned from RDC after 2 years spent in Belgium.
Thousands of opposition supporters flocked to central Kinshasa for a rally organized by a popular opposition leader of the Democratic Republic of Congo, Etienne Tshisekedi, the first after his return from Belgium on Wednesday. Many people have raised their concern over the participation of the opposition in the national dialogue to allow for a peaceful election. What is a dialogue and who is it for? We do not want to dialogue. Respect for the constitution that by 20th December, Kabila leaves the country. If there is no election, we will take charge and we'll hunt Kabila by ourselves, we the Congolese. The Union for Democracy and Social Progress, UDPS, party leader returned to the country after a 2-year absence for medical treatment. A huge crowd gathered at the airport on his arrival, chanting and singing praises to a man the opposition is expecting to replace President Joseph Kabila.
And clashes between the Congolese army in Democratic Republic of Congo and Ugandan rebels left 7 people dead in Oicha, that's east side of the country. Now, the Congolese government has accused the rebels on several occasions at the ADF rebel group of several killings in the region. Have a look at this report.
7 people were killed in clashes early Sunday morning between the armed forces of the Democratic Republic of Congo and the Uganda rebels of the Allied Democratic Forces ADF in Oichi in the east of DRC. According to an army spokesperson, the clashes between the two opposing sides have resulted in 3 dead. Among the assailants, 2 DRC soldiers and 2 civilians were killed, including a teacher. The ADF is a group of Uganda Muslim rebels present in the eastern DRC since 1995. They are accused by the Congolese government and the UN mission, MONUSCO, for several killings in the region. The armed forces of the Democratic Republic of Congo, which has between 145,000 and 160,000 personnel, has also been accused by human rights groups of involving criminal activities, but the government denies the accusations.
Tunisians await a new prime minister after the representative votes this weekend against the renewal of AfDB seat at the head of the government. The president has 10 days to make a choice.
Tunisia's parliament has passed a vote of no confidence in Prime Minister Habib Essid, effectively dismissing the government of the US-trained economist. A total of 188 MPs voted to sack Mr. Essid, with only 3 supporting him. The Tunisian Prime Minister has been in office less than 2 years, but has faced criticism for what his opponents say is his failure to push through economic reforms. President Beji Caid Essebsi last month called for a national unity government to break months of economic turmoil, and Parliament was also reading from the same script. Regarding the next government, it must first inform the vision as well as the policy to restore hope among the people. Secondly, it must have specific objectives. Unemployment has worsened since the 2011 revolution, when President Zine Al Abidine Ben Ali was ousted. More than a third of young people in Tunisia are without work. Tunisia's uprising was the first of the Arab Spring and often hailed as the most successful, with the country now functioning as a parliamentary democracy.
Well, nearly 1,000 migrants were saved off the coast of Lampedusa Island days after the Italian government launched a campaign to discourage Africans from setting out on the dangerous journey. Here's a look at that report.
Italian Coast Guard on Saturday rescued nearly 1,000 migrants in 8 rescue missions in one day. This as the number of arrivals and deaths increase. The migrants were transported onto Coast Guard's patrol boats and taken to the island of Lampedusa. It is unclear at this stage where the migrants were from. The operation comes a few days after Italy launched an internet, TV and radio campaign to discourage Africans from setting out on the often deadly voyage to Europe, including real migrants telling their often harrowing stories. Italy is hosting about 400,000 migrants arriving by boat since the beginning of 2014.
Well, that was our roundup of our African Journal today.